Guys, y'all, you are not gonna believe the rookie mistake I just made. I can't even believe I just made this rookie mistake. Well, I kind of can believe it because, like I say, I'm a first-time RV owner, and a lot of stuff that I'm finding out about RVs, I'm pretty much finding out the hard way, which is really sometimes the best way to find things out to ensure that you never make the same mistakes again, right? At least in this case, you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world because I made a mistake, but it could have been. Golly, I really can't believe I let this happen, bro. So I'm sure you're probably wondering what you did now, y'all. Okay, so first of all, let me just talk about what was good in the situation. So as y'all know, I'm going back and forth between my RV and my condo as my Airbnb guest leaves my condo for the weekend to go visit her family. So when she leaves to visit her family, I go back to my condo. I do all the housekeeping things. I freshen up. I make the bed. I do I change the bed linen, do the laundry, do my own laundry, take out the trash. Just do all the little things instead of hiring somebody to do it. I just go in there and do it and just keep up with everything, whatever little things need to be fixed. Like this past week, I had to replace my filter in my refrigerator. So I did that. It only cost me $18. No big deal. So cool. So since this was my first time really doing this whole little rotation, I thought it would be the responsible thing to go empty the tanks before I left the RV for the weekend. So that's what I did. Now, if you want to see what my experience was like emptying the tanks, y'all make sure y'all go, check out that video before this one. But I emptied the black tank. I emptied the gray tank. Glad I did that, because when I came back to my RV today, y'all, what I realized is I forgot to switch my water hose connection over back from the tank flush valve back to the city water connection. So because I forgot to do that today, I plugged the hose into the tank flush valve, y'all, and cut the hose on, right? Like cut the water supply on. And y'all know what ended up happening? My whole RV flooded. I mean, not horribly, but it just flooded. It could have been a whole lot worse had I not disconnected the water hose from the RV. Because where I'm at, the water supply valve is not near my RV. So at this point, I was forced to disconnect the water hose with water still running through it. Water got everywhere, all over the place. It could have been a shit show, but it wasn't, because there was no shit in the black tank. Had there been shit in the black tank, y'all, I kid you not, my RV would be full of shit right now. But because I emptied the black tank and the gray tank over the weekend, before I left it for the weekend, and I made sure to empty the black tank until the water running through it was clear. So that means no residue left behind. Had I not done that, it would be a pretty shitty situation right now. But because I did do that, there was water coming back up through the toilet in the RV because it was saying that the black tank was full. Because I'm running water through the tank flush valve, y'all. I'm not supposed to be doing that. So I ended up having to empty the black tank right where the RV was, which it didn't smell at all. It just kind of smelled for maybe a brief 5 seconds, like you caught a little whiff, like, okay, this is black tank water. But at the end of the day, for the most part, the water was a little unclear, but the smell was not like how it could have been if there was waste in the black tank. You feel me? And so I emptied the black tank to get the water out of the toilet, y'all. That solved the problem once I cut the water supply off to the RV. I emptied the black tank right where it was because I didn't have no other choice at that point. And then I had to go to my house, get a mop bucket and some bleach, bring it back to the RV, mop everything, clean up the water. I had water dripping out of the RV. That's just how much water was on the floor. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. So much so, y'all, I couldn't even record it and bring the Osmos Pocket 3 to record it to show y'all, because it was just something like I had to act fast. So where I made my mistake was I forgot to change the water hose connection from the tank flush valve back to city water connection. That was my fault, and that was something that I did today. Everything else I did right, you know what I mean? I emptied the the tank's right. Even though it took me forever my first time, I now know what to do next time. And also, that's what this whole experience taught me as well. The next time I go empty my tanks, all I gotta do is hook up whatever hose to the tank valve flush this time. That thing is gonna shoot water into the black tank. I just gotta make sure I have my black tank valve open. That thing is gonna shoot water through the black tank valve. It's gonna flush that thing out, and it's gonna, whatever's in that black tank should come out quite easily, opposed to how I did it last time, bringing the hose onto the RV, damn near flooded it that way because the dude cut the water on before I could stick the hose down into it. It was just a lot, y'all. But I'm learning my lesson. I'm glad this happened. I guarantee you it will never happen again, because that was just some foolishness. I had to completely, I had to change my pants because I got water all over my pants from the water hose. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually trying to make a trip back to my condo, because all of my rugs now need to be washed again. I had washed them over the weekend and I put them back down on the floor, but because of the whole flooding situation with black tank water, they all now need to be washed again. I wasn't gonna let them sit in my RV this week and be smelly or whatever. So my Airbnb guest is not back yet. She didn't come back last Monday till like 9 p.m. So I'm hoping that's gonna be the case this time, or at least she come back at 5, because it's about to be 2. I'm gonna get to my house at 1:45, and I have since mopped the whole entire RV, wiped everything down with bleach. I got Draco situated. My only prayer is that he doesn't pee on the blankets while I'm gone, because his bed got wet yet again. So I'm gonna have to throw everything that got wet. Is gonna go into the washing machine on like heavy duty right fast. It's gonna wash hopefully in about 30 minutes. We gonna disinfect everything, and then we gonna bring it back to the RV, and then we'll start, unpacking our lives in the RV. Unfortunately, we can't get settled in right now because we're trying to make up for this mistake that I just made. What I can tell you now, though, is that my hands smell completely like bleach, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really eaten anything today. More than likely, rather than eat my salad tonight, if I don't feel like eating a salad, it just depends, because I still got to put avocado in the salad. Just depends on how I feel. I might eat the salad. I might stop and get Chipotle. It really just depends. So that's what we doing now, y'all. Trying to make our way back to the crib to throw this stuff in the wash. I guess we'll be hanging out at the crib for, at least an hour. I don't know if I'm going to stick around and wait for it to dry. I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. I don't know if I should just let it wash and bring it back to the thing to air dry so I could be up out of there. But maybe I will. If I have time, you know what I'm saying? I'll just stick around and let it dry or whatever. But, man, that's costing me a few hours on my day, because I was really supposed to be unpacking my bags and just settling in nicely and calmly with everything done at the condo. So that said, you guys, I had to change my socks, had to change my pants. I kept this shirt because, this was my pajama shirt anyway. It was going to go in the dirty clothes anyway. So it's all good. But we just want to get that done. Draco is back at the RV chilling. Hopefully he'll stay asleep the whole day. That's what he does anyway. I got the ventilations open. I got the AC going for, just to blow dry the floors a lot sooner. My ant traps are still, my ant traps are still down. So far, no ants. That's good. But I tell you, man, that's a lesson I just learned the hard way, y'all. Always make sure after you empty your tanks, put your, when you get your RV back to its stationary destination or whatever, do not hook another hose up to the tank flush valve. Make sure you're hooking your hose up to the proper connection, because this could happen to you if it hasn't happened to you already. So I'm just glad, I caught it. I knew what to do when it happened. But I'm also a little disappointed, and I'm not even disappointed in myself. I'm a rookie. So these things happen when you're a rookie, but I guarantee you, now that it's happened before, it'll never happen again. And I'm just thankful to God that I wasn't sitting on the toilet when the water came up through there, because that would have been new fear unlocked. One of my biggest fears is sitting on the toilet while the toilet is clogged up, and then the water comes up from the commode and touches your behind. Oh my God, that would just freak me the fuck out. And I would probably take an hour or 5 hour long shower if that ever happened to me. So I just thank God that I knew what to do and everything got all cleaned up. But yeah, make sure you're paying attention to your water connections, y'all, from now on, so that this doesn't happen to you. That said, I'm about to throw this stuff in the wash and charge my Osmo Pocket 3 for a little bit while it's washing. And hopefully by the end of this video, we'll be back in the RV and everything will be all good. And I'll still be long gone from the condo by the time my guest comes back. YouTube. All right, y'all, welcome back. So we are back in the trailer for tonight. I finally got everything situated and settled in. As it turns out, my Airbnb guest, like I say, she usually comes back home pretty late, or excuse me, not home, but she usually comes back to my condo pretty late on Mondays. And by pretty late, I mean like it could be, 7 o'clock p.m. or later. You know what I mean? So that gave me more than enough time to go back to the crib, throw these rugs in the wash, as well as Draco's bed, and even the pants that I had on. But the thing is, I didn't want to wait around for them to dry. I just let them complete the spin cycle, and then I brought everything back here to air dry. Now I did throw the rugs in the dryer for 10 or 15 minutes or whatever. And the rugs for the most part are pretty dry. Draco's bed is still a little damp, and then my pants that I had on, they're definitely damp, so they're gonna have to air dry. But I definitely want to give you guys a look at, how I'm starting to settle into the RV. I came back and just kind of put everything together. So let me show you some of the things that I have added to my RV. So like I said, y'all was already here when I redressed the bed the day before. When did I redress the bed? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Y'all was already, hip to this. I got my camera equipment over there. I also have my 2 Dracos over there, not including this one. I got some more camera equipment over there, my gimbal, my 300 surge protector. I got some stuff in there being stored. And this is really a vibe, y'all. The only light I have on right now is the one above the kitchen sink. And honestly, I might sleep with that light on, to be honest, because it's just or maybe not. I'm not going to sleep with it on. But yeah, so did that. Another thing I have, like I say, I have since installed Wi-Fi on the RV. I installed that last Thursday before I left out of here. So everything is working. All of my devices are connected. I have my laptop folded down right here. I'll be doing some work on that this week, uploading content. Now I can upload content from the RV. I also have my iPad. Also have my iPad right here. That's charging as we speak. Then, the RV came with a TV. So I'm on here watching Poetic Flacco. Shout out to him. With the Wi-Fi or whatnot. Also in here, like I say, I got my PlayStation 4. And now I can play online. I can continue my Grand Theft Auto online. Mission. Got my controllers and everything up here. So that's like my little entertainment station. Also, I just thought about something. I need to get that out the microwave and put it in a fridge. That's something I need to do. But got my fridge stocked. Got my salad. All the things. I need to get that food out the microwave, so I'm not leaving it in there overnight. Put my eggs on the door. You feel me? So I can make some eggs tomorrow to go in my salad. Draco's over here trying to get comfortable in his new fluffy bed. It's a little damp, so I got, blankets on him. For once, y'all, I could go ahead and cut my AC off because it's actually not hot. I actually have the ventilation door open because you know what I'm about to do for the very first time? And y'all don't judge me. You already know what time it is, man. I'm about to kick my feet up. I just ate some Chipotle for dinner, y'all. God is good. Like, this is really starting to feel like a home away from home. Got my mats down, smelling pretty fresh in here. God is good. God is so good. In the bathroom area, nothing really has changed in the bathroom area. But I went ahead and I guess I might as well show y'all. I showed you everything else. But back here, I went ahead and, there's my towel and washcloth that I'm going to use for my shower. Pretty much stocked everything that needs to be stocked in here. What's in this shower? What is it, like dead ants? I don't see no live ones. I guess these are dead. But they not new dead. They old dead type shit. From like last week and shit. Because I got a little bait right here. But these are old. Those are old. That was already in there. Anyways. You come in here. I put my hamper back right there. Got a jacket. Got some clothes for the week. Stuff like that. Draco's little brush for him. And then down here we got cleaning supplies. The bleach I brought from the crib. At some point I'm gonna install that toilet paper holder. We got, you know, extra towels and stuff in there. Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had to clean this toilet from when the water came up out of here and just got completely all over the rug. But everything is good, y'all. I came here with some, with my mop and bleach water and bleached everything down. I didn't leave no stone unturned. So when I tell you it smells so fresh and so clean in here right now. And that's why I say, like, I really have been on top of things when it comes to this RV and just making it what I need it to be for me. So much so that, yeah, I am about to enjoy this blunt in peace. I might even smoke that shit from the bed. Now, one thing I don't have in here is an ashtray. That's one thing I don't have in here. So where would I ash the ashes? I ain't even got no plastic cups or nothing, bruh. So where would I put the ashes? I could probably just put them in a sink and run some water in the sink at some point. Or I could probably just drink this apple juice and put it in an apple juice jug or something like that. Also, I got my Meta glasses right here. You know what I'm saying? So all right here, I set this little station up because this is where I'll be working on content tomorrow. Right here. I'm going to be watching TV from bed tonight. Everything is just really exactly like I thought it would be. I'm going to go ahead and set my heater. Oh, don't come on right now, Jack. I didn't mean for it to come on right now, but honestly, it'll help Draco's bed dry probably since he's down there on the floor. That brother is knocked out. You feel me? I ain't wanted to come on just yet, man. Like, I'm about to smoke my goddamn blunt, dog. I ain't wanted to goddamn turn that shit off. You feel me? I wasn't ready for it to kick in just yet. But, yeah, y'all. So this is where we at. This is the vibe. Some things that I brought. Like I say, I put my some of my Tupperware down here. Also, I guess I could show you guys how I stocked my my other Tupperware that I brought. I brought some seasonings and that little bowl situation that I brought from home with the pink bowl that's up there. Got my pot and my griddle skillet up there. Make some eggs, brought some seasonings, got, you know, all the little things that we need, you know what I'm saying? Season some ground beef or something, you feel me? So everything is everything up there. Also, I went ahead and put down a lot more of these little bait thingy majiggies that's supposed to like bait ants if they want to get caught up in the matrix. I put these all over my RV, y'all. They don't have any odor. You're just supposed to put them on the surface, and I guess they're like ant baits or whatever, and the bugs crawl in there and die if they come at all, you know what I mean? And so I have, you'll see, like I have, you know, a few of them all around. I don't want to cut all the lights on because it's a vibe in here right now and I'm about to smoke. But yeah, so this is what we got going on, y'all. I've already showered and everything like that. So honestly, the only thing left to do is just smoke and chill. And I don't know where that sound is coming from. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I'm still gonna smoke regardless. But yeah, y'all, so this is it. I'm most proud of this setup right here because it's like, this is about to be my workstation for real. Got the Louis right there. So I'm good for the next 3-4 days. I'm just gonna be parlayed, kicking it, chilling, stationary. Got the shower over there when I need to take a shower. I got food, I got water. One thing I'm most proud of, you guys, is all the water I have on here. This is the water that wouldn't fit in the fridge, but we got a fridge full of water, man. Like, we got water bottles in here, as much as we could put in here. And so I'm very happy about that, to be just forced to drink water, man, because Lord knows I need more water in my life. And you know, to be on here and be eating healthy, eating a salad, drinking water with the salad, That's how you want to be. You know what I mean? And then all you got to do at that point is just exercise. Figure out how you're going to exercise, even if you ain't doing nothing but like going for a walk every day. You got to get your exercise in, bro. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying, just sitting up in the RV getting fat. Like I say, that's one thing I don't ever really see RVers do in their videos. I'm never seeing nobody exercise for real. Maybe like a few people, if they really be like hiking in the woods, they'll goddamn bring their bike or something if it's like a family trip. But some of these solo RVers, I'm not seeing nobody exercise. And I'm like, damn, do they not know they getting thick right before our very eyes type shit? So I don't want that to be me, man. I don't want to just be, you know what I'm saying, parlaying and goddamn just be blowing up right before y'all eyes. Like, nah, we gotta keep this thing in shape. So that's what we gonna do, bruh. And that's really it, y'all. That's the day, that's the night. Like I said, bro, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Be sure to hit the post notification bell so you can be notified of future drops. And we're going to be, you know, making a lot more videos tomorrow. I got some videos coming up for y'all. I'm going to talk about how, you know, having an RV has changed my life for the better. Pros, cons, if there are any. And we're going to really get into it, man. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And I shall see y'all next time. All right, then. Peace.